Hello, I'm George Lance. I'm the mayor of Greenwood Village, and I have the pleasure and honor today to introduce you to the new council member, Tom Stahl from District 4. Tom has just joined the council, and we're anxious and pleased to have him on with us. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce you to Tom.
Thank you, Mayor.
Tom, welcome here today.
Thanks, Mayor.
Can you give us a little bit of an idea how long you've lived in Greenwood Village?
I can. My wife and I moved to Cherry Creek Village on the Lake neighborhood in District 4 25 years ago when our first child was just a baby, and we've lived in 2 different houses in that neighborhood for the last 25 years.
That's outstanding.
Yep.
Maybe tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, my wife Susan is a retired high school English teacher and guidance counselor in Adams County District 1. And I have a 25-year-old son who went to K through 12 at Bellevue Elementary Campus Middle School in Cherry Creek, and then went on to Colorado State. And he's now a graphic designer living in Denver. And I have a 22-year-old daughter who also went K through 12 at Cherry Creek Schools, and went on to Miami of Ohio, and is now living in Chicago.
Well, that keeps you busy. I know we've had discussions about your kids, and they're really doing well, and that's a tribute to the 2 of you.
Thanks.
Well, tell us a little bit about your experience with the city and what you've done and helped out with here.
Okay. The first thing I became involved with was on the HOA at Cherry Creek Village on the Lake. I did that for a number of years, and I was treasurer of our HOA. And then about 10 years ago, when my children were going off to college, I wanted to get more involved with what was going on at the city. So I was appointed to the Board of Adjustments and Appeals. I spent 3 terms doing that, was vice chairman 1 year and chairman another year. And then took a little time off and was appointed last year, or earlier this year, to the Planning and Zoning Commission. So it was a great opportunity to get to meet a lot of the city staff, a lot of the other people on city council, and it was a tremendous experience, and it led to me deciding to run for city council.
Well, that's wonderful experience that you have. Tell us a little bit about your decision to run for city council, how you stepped up to the plate.
Well, Tom Doherty, who I got to know on the Board of Adjustments and Appeals, was elected to city council 4 years ago. He decided not to run for re-election, and I thought he did an excellent job, followed his council career, and when he decided not to run for re-election, I decided to go ahead and pursue the vacancy.
Well, that's good. Well, we're very pleased to have you on the council and working with all of us. That's wonderful. Tell us a little bit about your professional background, if you would, please.
Well, I have been involved in the industrial real estate brokerage business for the last 40 years or so. I worked for a company called Colliers here in the Denver Tech Center, and specialize in leasing and selling industrial properties, primarily out by DIA.
Well, that's a good background. We obviously have a lot of property here in the city, and always looking for professional opinions, and that'll be valuable for us. Tell us a little bit about what you'd like to accomplish while you're on council.
Well, I think District 4 has certainly has some issues with traffic congestion around the Cherry Creek campus, and I think that delving into that and looking for solutions around traffic, around bicycle safety, pedestrian safety. Obviously, we have about 5,500 kids a day going to school on the campus, and so it's certainly a big issue in my neighborhood and in District 4. I've also been very impressed with, since day one of living here, with the city services that we enjoy as residents. Police protection, trash removal, snow removal, street maintenance, and I'd like to see us continue to have a very high level of city services. And then I would also like to make sure that from a budgetary standpoint, as we have gotten through COVID, that we stay very fiscally disciplined, and that we have a balanced budget, we keep a large reserve, and that we don't have any debt for the city. I'd like to see us maintain our financial position as a very strong one.
Well, thank you. I absolutely concur with you. You know, when we got through this pandemic, obviously, as we work our way through it, we had some real concerns. And
Right.
so, you know, we have to, as you pointed out, continue to be wise in the way we spend things.
Yeah,
And I also appreciate your comments on the Cherry Creek schools, and because we do know that is a big traffic area.
Right.
So,
Yep. I witness it every day, as most of our residents in District 4 do, and I think that I'd look forward to helping find some solutions to make that a better situation for everyone.
Tom, maybe you could help us understand a little bit about how you plan to communicate with the residents of District 4.
Well, we do send out quarterly newsletters to every resident. I also have a city email address. People are welcome to reach out to me on that. And I also have a phone number here at City Hall that rolls directly over to my personal cell phone number. So if anybody'd like to discuss any issues that are important to them, please feel free to reach out to me either via email or by telephone.
That's good. Thank you very much. We appreciate you coming in today and
Thanks,
spending
Mayor.
time. That's very kind of you. And I want to thank Tom for coming in today and spend a little bit of time. I'm sure all the residents in District 4 and across the city are anxious to get to know Tom a little bit better, and they will over the next few years. Thank you again, Tom.
Thanks, Mayor.